Well, I just got mad and erased all my videos that I had for the morning so far. But there's the moon. The sun is hitting up there. Spin you around, and that's what it looks like that way. The reason they did it, they were too long. But a quick recap. Last night, little Ben came over, brought my generator over that he fixed after Matt left it out in the weather, and went down with him to the neighbors, helped him move her log splitter around where he can split some logs, or split some wood. Morning, guys. And helped him check that out. I mean, he's perfectly capable. He's probably better at small engines than me. So we did check the gas, check the oil, check the air cleaner. BS'd for a little while. I turned the gas on it, turned the choke on, and waited a couple of minutes while we talked with the lady, and pulled easy until I got to compression. Yeah, I pulled it. He didn't. He would have eventually, but he was too busy talking with her. I didn't pull that cord more than 6 inches once I was up against compression, and it was running. It's not the original engine. It's a Cub Cadet splitter. Originally had a Tecumseh on it, which eventually did do the Tecumseh thing. Killed itself. It vibrated itself completely to death. It's got a Honda on it that runs nice and smooth, so that's done. While I was waiting for Ben, I got the batteries tested in 2294. Yeah, they both showed like 12.25 volt, right up till I put the load on them. The one still showed 0 load and instantly dropped down to 0 volts. The other got a whole 200 amp load on it and it was down to about 6 volts. It should have been 400 to 600 amp load on it before it dropped below about 10 volts. So yeah, I got batteries to get, and I got a feeling, can't see it from here, it's right behind the pumpkin. There you can see it. Whee! Got a feeling the 3545 needs batteries too. So anyway, I'm gonna finish feeding, do my thing. I made a piece for put an insulator last night, so hopefully get that together. You'll figure it out when I show you, because I'm not figuring it out in my head this morning. Say good morning.
Say hi.
Hey, no, come back here.
When you
Hey.
come back, turn around and you say hi.
Hey.
You say hi.
Who's that?
No, but look what she has.
Could you say Mama
When
Bear?
Ty was a baby, she got one of those just like that.
Can you rock
Let's
Mama
see.
Bear?
Let's see.
Was from my grandmother.
Yeah, and that's, we always called it Mama Bear.
Can you rock Mama
And
Bear?
then Mama Bear that Ty had kind of went to Brooke because Ty gave it to her, but then it wasn't in such good shape.
No, it's not in bad shape.
It's still in good shape, but anyway,
They stopped making them.
they quit making them, so
I had to
Brookie got Mama Bear number 2, and that one Becky found on
eBay.
I think
eBay.
So Blakely has her
So
own. So
Blakely has her very own,
How we want
and she just got it. So
Because they haven't made them since the early 90s.
yeah, they've been made for years. But the kids absolutely love those things. See, that's just exactly what Ty did with hers when she was little.
Mama Bear
And
was
that's
so
what
fat.
Blakely's got to do, is be nice to it and keep it in good
She
shape.
sits on her headboard on her.
Oh yeah?
At
Oh
night.
no, she was in her bed.
Apparently she wanted Mama Bear.
Hey, don't put her in there. What'd Mama Bear do to you? Bring her back over here.
But I love my puppy.
Hey, can you sit her on the couch?
Bring her back
You
over
want to grab
here.
a blankie and tuck her in?
You want this
Tuck her
blankie?
in?
You want Morys blankie? Careful of the door.
Yeah,
You want
there's
Morys
your
blankie?
Blakely fix for the day.
Okay.
Trying to teach the boys they can come out here and not go after everybody. Hey, they're doing good. They're going after shit. Shit eaters. Aren't you? Yeah. Everything's rigged for a wire. Now I got to find a wire. The plan is some of that wire rope like that. Ty has some stash somewhere. I just don't know where, and I haven't gotten an answer out of her yet because she's too busy in there keeping an eye on Blakely and not bringing her outside to enjoy some sunshine. Well, look what they get. And they are hungry because Ty only fed like 2 bales last night, and I've been feeding 5 bales morning and night. And we'll see what happens over here. Because Wally's already standing there. But he's got a nice warm hot wire right in front of him. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do something across here. So maybe go do something for that now. And look at little styling girl. She's been out here helping.
Lights on because it's supposed to be 80-some degrees today.
It's already over 60. And it's barely 9 o'clock.
Tell Wally to be quiet.
Oh, look. Eeyore decided that she could come out because nobody was out there. She was probably still inside waiting for somebody to force feed her some hay. But that's what they get now. Well, there it is. One of them pieces of angle off one of those shipping crates. Did the same thing, welded a nut in it. Just took that to get juice from there. It clears. If they lean on it, they're going to get shocked. It is hot. I checked. Same thing here as I did over here. And over here we use some of that stretchy gate cord. It works. Worked out pretty good too, because that's the other piece that comes with that. Happens to clip onto the T-post, but not overly well. So the twine's tied on there just to make sure it all stays together and to support the post back to there. So that works. That's what I got to say about that. And that's a yearling, and that's a yearling. What are you doing, girl? Yeah? A 2-year-old? Of course, freaking Eeyore. Another yearling getting a little bit of tub. She's just about to find out that wire's hot because she almost touched it with her ear. If she touches it with her nose, I know she'll get it. Unfortunately, that charger's still not putting out. It's at 5.4. Don't know why. The only thing that runs is around their lot there, along the barn here. Goes up and cuts across to do those runs over there. And that one is connected to there, which comes back around off the feed barn, which is off the charger in the back barn. Both chargers are Gallagher M1000s. They should put out 7.5 joules. They might be rated to 8, I don't know. The only thing I can find now is 1100. Can't find 1000. And they are, what was it, 8 or 11 joules, I don't remember. And they're also $575, and it doesn't matter if you get that from Scamazon, or we go to one of the 2 local farm stores. Actually, it's 3, but the other one's not really local. There is a Tractor Supply, but it's like 40 miles away. And we got 2 others that are, what, Coastal's 11 miles. Wilco's about a mile past that, both that direction. And we got a Wilco about 10 miles south of us. So, either way. But there is still, we got extras in the house. Becky says, oh, they were all used. No, one of them was still brand new in the box, but I don't remember what it was. So I don't know if we got to change that one or not. And Ty got the new little boy in here, his shots and tagged and tattooed. I'm gonna guess maybe he's laying over there on the other side of that cow. Oh, nope, I found him. Down there in the corner, hiding. I think that's him. It's either him or that one. Either way, sickly cows are looking better this morning. she's still panting, but it's also getting warm out here. Try to get you a little action around here. Planting taters. Yes, there are still some planted around here.
And we're not Idaho.
The other side of the road. I didn't show you they're still working ground. That would be Amstead Farms, who Ron used to drive truck for. They no longer process all their own, so come time, that's all going to go up, I believe, Pasco, Washington. I think that's where it's going to go. I mean, unless they decide to start processing some of their own again, I have no idea. But they are located out of Sherwood, Oregon, where their processing plant used to be. And they've got quite the farm up at Hermiston. So, anyway, we are headed up to Ty and Morys because they're shipping a bunch of cows today, and Morys gone on the truck all day, so we're going to help Ty get them loaded up. And it's a friend of ours that's hauling them down, so he can get that taken care of, and hey, they'll be almost out of the cattle business. I'm not all sure what's going on with that dynamic, but they're still going to raise some steers. That's all I know. And here we have one of Freightliner Corporation's test trucks.
Woohoo! Test truck!
Talked about it before. I'm 99.9% sure that's what it is. We'll know here in a minute when we see the front.
Yep, they're always different.
Yeah, a lot of times they don't have the...
Daimler.
It says Freightliner on the front. They run, I don't know how far east they run, but they run I-84 and US 26. Go to the coast and back, so they got all the good hills to pull. And I think if they run them to like 50,000 miles or something and tear them down, see if everything's working right, and they'll run them to like 500,000 miles and do it again, and if they make 1,000,000 miles, they tear them down and check everything else again and do it again. That's what I've been told anyway. So, and yes, he's got a full load on, so with that he should be running 105.5, give or take. And we're about 8 miles from where we're going to be. And there goes Ty and Morys critters in the front half. He was supposed to have 3 from another guy, but now he's only got 2, I guess. He's going to get them and head down to Eugene. They were a pain in the ass to load. And look, we got Ben. He's taking care of this mess. They bumped a bunch of trees out of here. Oh, there's part of what they got left. A couple of them are inside. She said there's 8 left. That's plenty for up here. And, Ben drove his pickup to work today. Apparently he had an issue after he left from the neighbors, after he dropped me off last night. Had a brake caliper. There's Ron's pickup. Had a brake caliper lock up on him. He was going up to his dad's. So that kind of screwed up his day. And he took this morning off school so he could get that fixed, and then he got up here when he got it done. So we're visiting with Morys' dad and watching Ron back down the road again. Ron went up the road behind that FedEx van, and the FedEx van, I think, had an ass chewing.
Because he's going to block the entire road.
And Ron's got to block the whole road right there to dump here in a second. So, yeah, don't be an asshole on the road, especially when you get onto a private drive.
Say bad car.
Well, seems most of this bunch decided they wanted to be in the shade instead of outside. Although I still see them through the cracks. Most of these are in the feed barn, in the shade. Really nobody outside in this bunch. And 3 of the 4 that still haven't calved yet are outside, but 1.5 are standing in the shade. Funny how that works. Anyway, kind of a do-nothing day, the way it worked out. But got Ty and Morys calves loaded up and gone. Okay, a couple of bulls. Oh, there he is, hiding down there in the corner. Count to three, and I count to three, and I count. There should be four in there. Oh, we finally got home and grabbed a very late lunch. And it's time to feed. I'm going to go stir that pile of ashes up again. Maybe that big chunk will be nothing by now. I don't know. I do know that the panels and everything are still out there, so I'm going to say that the hot wire worked. I need to get Becky to sneak back in the back room and find another charger. This one is the same model number as the one that's in the back barn, but 5.4, that doesn't tell me. There you go. One in the back that's running more wire right now. Like about 5 times more wire actually. It's running at 7.4. Anyway, feed them, stir that up, put a video up. So Ty got this one in yesterday. Said it was leaking. She kept trying to tighten it up. Well, she was trying to tighten the hose up onto the fitting. See that white Teflon tape right there? Well, I think when I welded everything together and painted it, I left the fitting in there to protect the threads and never got it taped up. So that's where I found one leak after I changed, actually ended up changing the hose after I changed the rubber in the first one. And I wondered about where the float goes onto there, because I didn't get as much. I've been using RTV on that so it actually seals. I didn't get as much out of the tube as I wanted, and I thought, oh, that ought to be enough. If it leaks, we'll redo it. Well, I got the leak stopped with the tape, and now it's the other one. So, but hey, this float was actually stopping at the level it's supposed to, which is right in here. About where that chunk of chaff is stuck to it. So hey, that's the rest of my day. I still got to finish feeding, but I got to screwing with this since I was right there, and 3 trips to the shop now, and however many trips of screwing around down there, turning the faucet on and off. So hey, that was our Friday. No new babies. Everybody's where they belong at the moment. Didn't get any fence checked. Didn't get any limbs picked up at the neighbors. Didn't get any fence posts or fence pulled out at the neighbors. Maybe tomorrow will be cooler because it's like 82 degrees. But our humidity's down. It was like 30% earlier. It's a whole lot less than the 80% that was the other lowest number I'd seen. So anyway, I'm going to take this apart, re-go it, let it sit here, and put it on in the morning, and maybe it won't leak. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great Saturday.